from Charlotte, North Carolina, at a combined weight of over 660 pounds, Brody Rob, Adam Bomb, Bionic Brian, the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Monday with the Marks. I am your host, Adam Baum. Alongside me in studio is the cool co-host, Rody Rob.
Hi, I'm here.
But how could we forget our third co-host, who is literally larger than life?
He's everywhere.
He is so huge. Nobody is bigger in the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast universe than Bionic Brian.
Such a huge head. So massively
Whoa.
Oh,
Now
son
I
of
see
Jor-El, kneel before
I'm
Zod.
gonna pinch your beard.
Wow. Yeah, it's like I look like what was the guy's name from Power Rangers? Zordon?
No.
Red Ranger?
No. The guy that was in like the projector
Green Ranger.
thing. Like he was like, I'm pretty sure his name is Zordon.
Pink Ranger?
Who is Zordon?
Was it
He-
Yellow Ranger?
I've never heard of Zordon. Stop with the Rangers.
No.
Nobody. It's
Yeah.
not funny.
Hey guys, hi.
We didn't
Hello.
laugh
Hey,
on
Rob.
any of the
Hey, Adam.
Rangers.
Hey, Board.
Blue Ranger?
No, we're not laughing at the Rangers.
Yellow
Stop
Ranger, trainee.
Oh.
It. Stop it. What are we doing here? What is this?
We are going to be talking about a few things, a little bit of a tease. I don't know if you guys realize we have Full Gear coming up on November 13th. So I wanted to discuss a little bit about the card there. And then we're going to talk about why Rob thinks Zelina Vega sucks now.
Oh.
I'm going to talk with Brian. Is it a little bit too soon for the American Dragon? And I just thought I'd discuss some excerpts from Moxley's book before we get into some fun trivia. So let's start off, before we go into the AEW stuff, let's start off with the only thing that Rob wants to talk about from tonight's Raw that we saw, which is Zelina Vega,
Well, I mean,
their newly crowned queen.
There's other things that we could mention
But this is the one
Becky
that
Lynch and
yeah.
Big Time Bex and
Big Time Bex
Bianca.
is a stupid name. Why they're not using the man? Okay, there. We've talked about that. What else you
I
got?
mean, we could
Yeah.
talk about the potential for feuds there. That's a topic. We could talk about the potential for a heel turn on Ray by his son. We could talk about it. We could talk about the Prophets and almost. We could talk about it.
We could.
We could talk about Seth Rollins, who had me entertained all night long. To be honest, Kevin Owens and Big E sounds exciting. We're actually missing that right now.
Yeah.
We could talk about it.
Kevin Owens and Big E.
Yeah.
That first time ever.
I DVR'd it.
We'll watch
what
it.
I want to talk about, yes, is I had such high hopes for Zelina Vega as our queen. I had such high hopes.
First
And
ever, too.
First ever. First groundbreaking. First ever our queen. And I cannot be more disappointed. And not just in the character she's portraying, because I wanted something more, again, Queen of the Damned, something more a little bit, like that.
Your Queen of the Damned, I think, pushes just
She already did that, bro.
right, but he just wants more and more of it.
Well,
he
I
can't get enough.
So, but the fact that you take your first queen ever,
First ever.
and on her first night on Raw, or second night on Raw, first match as the queen, if my mind's correct, and you put
No,
her...
she had the rematch with Dewdrop.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so you rematch her from the tournament, and then you put her in a tag match. So now your queen is doing Frankenstein tags
Yep.
and getting pushed around by people like Rhea Ripley and stuff.
Right away.
Why? I mean,
Right away, too.
No credibility to the queen to build her own character, to rule her court, to fucking... I mean, she's a heel.
Yeah, that's the biggest indictment. If you think about this, outside of the big names, the former four horsewomen, Bailey, Sasha, Charlotte, Becky, and I think Bianca's in the category of at least getting some love there.
Right.
Except for those five, your two past champs were Nikki ASH and Rhea Ripley, who are now the women's tag champs. And Carmella was a champ over and a contender over on SmackDown. She's now with the Queen. Like this doesn't make any sense. I have to agree with Rob completely, and why I made this a topic, because why would you even bother to give her this moniker if you're going to put her in the tag division?
Right.
Hey, is she still doing that accent?
Yeah, well, it's like...
It was a little more consistent tonight, but it still sucked.
It's a split personality thing, right? So like she'll talk in her regular accent, and then she'll just all of a sudden hop over to a British accent. And it's like, all right, I don't know what you're doing, man, but you're not acting crazy enough to pull that off.
And she's from New York, but when she does her other accent, it sounds like the girl from Clueless.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Hi, Stike Leather.
Yeah. What's up, Stike?
Anyway, this is a pointless push if they're going to put someone in the tag division, and this is the biggest gripe of the main roster for women there. Alexa Bliss has gotten some love. Bianca's getting it now. Occasionally, there's a fifth person in that mix, but they're never able to do anything with anyone consistently, and they've got talent on there. Asuka's injured right now. Bailey's injured, so this is what they're going to do with everybody else?
Yeah, that's all fine and dandy. Zelina's the queen. She's fucking lame. It's lame.
All right.
It's just like they're spinning their wheels. Like I don't know. Everything is just like interchangeable. All these names that they have right now in the women's division.
Well, you're not allowed to criticize WWE because that's all you know what to do.
Yeah, you're biased.
That's not true. That's not true. I shouldn't criticize them because I haven't necessarily been watching as much as I used to.
So,
Okay. All right, cool.
A quick preview. I wanted to talk about a couple matches, Brian, from the upcoming Full Gear with you, and catch Rob up, who's just not aware. First one I want to open with is the Lucha Brothers and FTR. What I don't understand is that why they involved the AAA belt for the tag teams, why they're doing two belts here, why it's not just straight up for the AEW, and why they already had to steal one of them, because I feel like FTR is not going to just take both belts. So
no, they're probably I don't think they're going to win this match, but I think the reasoning is because they're doing a tour in AAA.
But so it feels just like Christian and Omega. I'm going to let you take your double champ. I'm going to take one, but not both. Why even bother booking the second one?
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, then again, if they're going to AAA, it's already been announced. And I don't know if you heard this, but they're bringing along Vicky Guerrero. She's going to be managing them while they're down there.
Oh,
I don't know if it's just if
that really fuels my nads.
Ooh,
can't
wait.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I really don't seeing them winning this match just because they're going to be doing their thing in AAA. Now that doesn't mean that they're going to be like gone from AEW TV, so it's not out of the realm of them winning. I don't know.
But why would they steal both their belts one by one? It just doesn't make any sense. And the second one being the one that matters, which would make them the first two-time champs. I don't see it happening here. No offense to Ty Conti when I say this, but she's booked to fight Britt. I firmly believe that they've created this TBS title so that Britt can have a nice long ass run here with the women's title. And they still can have people like Jade and stuff get over by having the TBS title.
Sure. Nah, I don't know about that, man. I feel like this title was coming along whether or not Britt was the champion.
No, but I'm saying by letting her have a nice long run, they can use the TBS title to give these other girls a push. Like Jade Cargill, I believe, needs a title to become a little bit more legitimate. I think Thunder Rosa and some other girls, Statlander, etc., could vie for another title.
Why do you think Jade needs to have a title?
Soho, what?
Why do you think Jade needs to have a title? Why?
I believe that her gimmick, because she's in that tournament going for it.
What's her gimmick?
Her gimmick is I'm unstoppable. She's kind of embraced a little bit like a China type gimmick. Like, I didn't even belong in the women's division. I'm the best there is. Look at me.
Yeah.
It's not a bad gimmick, but I believe that because she's greener than goose shit, she needs at least to be the inaugural champ here as a push. Plus, she's homegrown.
Yeah. So you don't maybe see her as almost a big man of the women's division.
Like almost like a Bray Wyatt of the women's division.
No, I'm thinking more like a Taker. Now I'm not putting on the level of Taker. Don't get me wrong. I'm just talking about as far as Taker, a Kane, Diesel.
You're talking like you're talking the towering giant,
right? I mean, is she not like the big man of the women's division? If that's the case, then history would say no, she doesn't need a title, because she's always got that gimmick.
Yeah, but with the men, you always have a nut shot. What do you do with the women when you want to take down the giant? I'm being serious.
It's got nothing to do with nothing.
Brian,
being
you
serious.
laugh, but to a certain
You don't
extent,
think
I'm being
vagina
serious.
You don't think vagina punches hurt?
I don't know. I don't have
Yeah,
one.
I'm pretty sure it hurts if you do that, man.
I don't think it's. I mean,
Or
is
a
it
boob
wrong
punch?
to say that
I mean,
one woman could punch another one in the vagina?
Anyway,
Yeah.
It's not wrong.
that wasn't supposed to be what I was going with on
Well,
all
you
this.
did that.
Where I was going
Next
with
time I'm in
this,
Charlotte, Adam, let me try to punch you, and we'll find out.
where I was going with this is again, no disrespect to Ty Conti, but where Brian
Where, Brian?
is
Where,
it
Brian?
start to imagine that Britt could lose the belt because it's not here.
It's not here. Oh man, that is a good question. I mean, Ruby?
No, not who, when. I'm like, because
When?
I feel
Oh.
like her title run now is what, at the 4-month mark, 5 months maybe.
About something about that, like half a year or so.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I feel
I mean,
she's got to get
I don't have
closer
their
to a
pay-per-view
year.
schedule. I don't have their schedule ahead of me, but I could see her holding the title through 2022.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Just the kind of timetable. I agree. I think she holds it at least till the end of the year.
Yeah.
Through the end of 2022?
No, not
no,
through
the end of this one.
2022.
Okay.
End of this year. End of this year.
End of this
Through
year.
to 2022.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Until 2022.
Yeah,
I guess I
okay.
should have said.
Well, who is going to take it from her?
I don't know yet.
I don't know, man.
You think
Yeah, that's what I was
Charlotte-
thinking.
Charlotte
Maybe
Flair?
Ruby. But
Charlotte Flair?
Rob says Charlotte Flair.
oh baby, I would love that.
I'm
That would
gonna
cause
I'm gonna
so
say
much shit.
Kairi Sane. No,
Kyrie. Where is she? Where is she?
she's on her retirement tour. Remember,
she-
back in Japan.
Oh right, she's still in Japan.
She's big in Japan.
Anyway, there was 2 other matches I want to talk about. The final one is the final one.
Anyway.
So the other one is a 10-man Minneapolis street fight between Inner Circle. We know those
Mhm.
5, and then Men of the Year and America Top Team. Of course, we know the Men of the Year, the American Top Team to be named later. Is this a real match? Is what I wanted to talk about here. Or is this a cinematic?
No, I have a feeling this is going to be cinematic.
Okay.
Just because I mean, none of the top team people have really any experience,
Okay.
pro wrestling or anything like that.
Is it okay? Because I'm glad you said this, because this is not predictions. We'll cover all of our normal AEW talk on there. But what I wanted Rob here for is this portion here. Rob,
Yeah.
we're no longer in a COVID environment.
Yeah.
We have live crowds.
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay to do the cinematic matches still?
Why not?
I mean, you got paid attendees that are going to sit there and watch a video
Look, man.
while that match is going on.
No, that's true.
I mean,
That's where my gripe is.
okay. If you go to SNL, you're gonna be sitting in the crowd, and every once in a while, you're gonna see the monitor. They're gonna play one of their music videos that they've done, right?
Yeah. Or Schlitz beer.
Right. Look, innovation is created by desperation, right? Innovation created by desperation. Just because that desperate situation is over doesn't mean that you need to scrap all your innovation. You know, people had to start working remotely. Companies had to learn how to have their entire workforce remotely. That was innovation.
Is this because you have to go back to work?
Yeah, because I got to go back to work tomorrow.
You
Was
do?
that was innovation.
In person. He's never been off.
But
Now he's going
now they think, people,
Yeah.
we come back to the office. Why? We innovated. You don't need me there. But same thing. Same thing. Innovation. They created these cinematic matches for the moment. There's no reason why it needs to go away now.
Well,
Flair-
and cinematic was there before COVID. I mean, they were doing like the total deletion bullshit in TNA.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Before this.
Juan says she'll lose the belt in March when Flair arrives. Juan, unless Charlotte has granted her
I love
release, she's not going anywhere anytime soon. She needs to be granted her release. It's just not going to happen.
Juan likes those girls. It's all hips.
What?
Brian, that's a good point I didn't consider about the final deletion and stuff like that. But correct me if I'm wrong. Impact didn't really have live tapings and crowds like that
Yeah, that's where I don't know what the answer is. Like,
because
I'm
that's
assuming
my
it was
argument.
it was for TV. Like, it was for an when
mean,
they had
again,
I
it.
know, but when they would do a taping, weren't they doing it like the old school NXT, where they would tape multiple weeks in front of the crowd at once?
I believe so.
Okay, so then they could just splice in something like the Ultimate Deletion
Sure.
without making the live crowd sit there. Because I just remember when we were at Mania, I can't remember what it was that we had to sit through, but there was a portion of a match, and we had to watch it on the monitor, and I'm like, wow, I paid for a fucking pay-per-view, and here I am sitting here. I'd rather be on my couch
So
if I'm going to
spoiled.
watch the screen.
So spoiled.
I'm totally spoiled.
No, listen for a minute.
I'm a spoiled Jew.
Okay, no, I get that. I get you have to keep talking. All right, so here's the thing: if you're in a live crowd, number one, I gave the analogy of SNL, which does their music videos. People sit through that too.
Well, they do those fake commercials too.
Yeah,
and
fine.
shit like
Same
that.
difference. You don't need to comment on everything.
I do.
Get to the point.
It's my show.
And you know I forget shit when you fucking talk too much. And I think I have. Oh, if you go to a live if you go to a live show, you know, you might have to watch a video. Cool. But you know what else you get? You get a dark match probably, or you get to see some shit nerd commercials that people at home don't get to see. You get extra shit for your live attendance. So to go, I can't believe I had to watch 10 minutes of a TV show match. I'm so angry. This is horrible and bullshit.
Okay.
And I want to blow my brains out.
Brian, I think you're more reasonable. It
Well,
is
that's
fair
reasonable.
what I'm saying. It's
That's
not
very
it's not
reasonable.
as mocking as Rob
Right.
is.
Was that not even what he was saying? I don't want to go to the match because it's bullshit. I got to watch something on the screen for 5 minutes.
No, I mean he wasn't saying it like that.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
No,
he
I
wasn't
wasn't.
saying it like that.
Yeah,
he was
was.
no, he was putting it out there in a rational and sensical. That's not a word. Sensible.
You got some on your nose, bro.
I do.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up, asshole.
Yeah, that's what you got to
Go on, Brian.
I don't remember what I was saying. I don't remember what I was
There
saying.
you go.
All right, so we might as well move on then.
Thank you.
The last part of this, Brian, is again, we're not doing predictions. We'll break more down on Wednesday night. But we found out that we have one of the finalists of the number one contender tournament, or what they call their eliminator tournament, which makes no sense because it has nothing to do with anything.
Eliminator.
We got on one side Moxley and Orange Cassidy.
Yep.
Guess what? Both
What?
those guys, day one employees with AEW.
Mhm.
Cool. I'm fine with that side of the bracket. The other ticket that's already been punched on the final is Bryan Danielson. And obviously Bryan Danielson in my mind is eclipsed CM Punk and Adam Cole together in terms of what he's done, since his return.
Sure.
But is it too soon to put him straight toward the title?
Oh,
You already had him fight Omega, and it was non-title.
Say, what was that last line? What did you
Remember, he fought Omega, but it was a non-title
say?
match.
Right. It was non-title. I don't think it's too fast because
Is it too
I
fast?
don't think he's gonna win it.
You think it's the Mox Orange Cassidy winner?
No. I think it's gonna be Mox. I think it's gonna be Mox versus Danielson in the finals. And I think Danielson is gonna potentially win. I think he's gonna win, but I don't think he's gonna win like when he challenges for the belt. I don't think they're gonna put the belt on him.
Well,
go ahead.
and that's my point. I don't think they're going to put the belt on him either.
No.
So why put him already up
Why?
there?
Why do you think that? You said you
be-
don't think. I'm curious. I'm truly curious why you think that. They won't.
Because I believe that Hangman is going to beat Kenny Omega, and I believe then you would have Bryan Danielson just take the title right away from Hangman.
Yeah, I mean,
Like Hangman
again,
has the shortest run ever.
But why is that bad?
Because why does Bryan Danielson doesn't need it? Bryan Danielson could fucking he is right now on the AEW spectrum at least best in the world. He could wrestle with a broomstick. He didn't take any time off, Rob. I mean, he had 6 weeks off, and then
Something
he was
like
right
that.
back in AEW. So he wasn't gone long,
Yeah.
and he was there. And the guy, he's just every match he's had has been good.
Again, I haven't heard one solid point against him getting the title.
I just told you because I don't think they should do that to Hangman.
I understand that you don't think they should do that to Hangman, but I haven't heard one good reason why he should.
Here's why he shouldn't get the title, and it has more to do with Hangman than it does for Danielson, because we already established that Danielson is like a made guy, right? He doesn't need the title.
Yep.
Hangman, he's going to have the title. If he already has it and then defends against Danielson and wins, I feel like that makes fucking Hangman, his stock go way up compared to Danielson just winning a title, because everyone expects Danielson to beat Hangman, but if Hangman actually upsets him, I feel like that's bigger things for Hangman.
Well, and you guys know the WWE version of all of this is that Hangman beats Omega. Then they Bryan Danielson, is the number one contender. So, but Omega still wants to be in it. So there's a triple threat where Kenny pins Hangman Kenny takes the pin from Hangman a second time. Bryan Danielson says, "Oh, I haven't fought one-on-one and I wasn't involved." And then we finally have your one-on-one. That's the WWE version.
Yeah.
I hope they don't do that.
I just want to put out there, I'm of a different mindset than both of you. I think Daniel
can see
Bryan.
that.
I think Daniel Bryan is a must.
Bryan Danielson.
Whatever. Let me finish my point until you interrupt me 25 fucking times. Bryan Danielson is a must to win the title. Not just because it's probably better for ratings. You're talking shit about WWE. You're starting a fight. You're provoking somebody. You need a champion that's going to turn your championship belt into an exciting fucking prop.
That's true, too.
Hangman has not been an exciting champion. I'm sorry.
Hangman hasn't even been champion.
I'm sorry, Kenny has not been exciting.
Oh, okay.
And Hangman doesn't have, in my opinion, he doesn't have the momentum that he once had. That maybe he could have done it because they were a small growing company and they were looking at new talent. But now that you have these big names in, you can't put him in the championship right now and expect to pull what you want to pull. Daniel Bryan is the obvious champion to elevate the brand.
Stike says Hangman wins the title. Mox beats Danielson, so Danielson doesn't even get to the match, Rob.
Okay, wow.
And then Hangman beats Mox, which I think makes sense. And then the guy that beats Hangman is MJF. MJF is one of those guys that's done such a good job away from the title. That's why I don't know why you'd rush Bryan Danielson to it. But if Mox gets there, it makes more sense. Okay. And to your point, Brian, you want Hangman to be legitimized. Him beating Mox is just as good as beating Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
Again,
no, you're not wrong.
I would like for you went through a good whole rebut of all these other points. But I think the major point here is who's going to elevate your brand as champion. If you ever think about when a brand was elevated, it was because Hulk Hogan elevated the WWF, the champion. John Cena elevated in the 2000s, the champion.
Stone Cold,
The Rock, Triple H, Daniel Bryan, during his run, elevated the brand of WWEF, whatever, right? You need a champion that's going to elevate your brand, not just wholesome hardware. This isn't UFC. This is the title. This is a TV show.
I just think it's too soon.
With an episodic script.
I agree with every one of your points, and I agree with the logic to you, and I think that every one of your points convinced me that that's probably what Tony is going to do. But I still don't think it should be done because he just came in. I really agree with you. Like what you just said, I can see Tony sitting there going, this is my brain. This is what we're going to do. He's going to elevate our brand. We're striking while the iron's hot. We've got to get momentum. We've got to do this. It's time. Sorry, Hangman. You're going to be champ for like 3 weeks. But we're going to do this, and this is what's going to happen. I could totally, when we used to play the What Would Vince Do games, I could totally see you're spot on with the What Would Tony Do.
If you look at the other elevators, if you will, that they brought in, he probably had to evaluate and really bring in Christian. Will Christian elevate the brand? He's great, but he'll elevate like an Impact, but he's going to elevate the bigger brand.
Well,
great CM Punk in, and I don't think CM Punk worked out the way that they had wanted or planned him to work out.
I think this is a different discussion because, no pun intended on the Impact thing, but Christian Cage, I think, did elevate their brand when he came in, and he did give them, a positive impact and some new viewers. The problem is when you look at all this stuff, it's sustainability.
Really?
2 weeks after Christian was there, it was like, yeah, Christian's here. Oh, look, it's
Well,
Andrade. 2
well,
weeks after Andrade's there, you're like,
right.
it's Andrade.
But I mean, back to what you said a minute ago. Really, Christian people were tuning in. Oh, Christian's on AEW. Oh, people were tuning in for that.
I mean,
like
before Punk, Christian was back
I
active
like-
for the first time
No,
in like
that's
6
not
years.
what I'm saying. Yes, he was back active. Thank you for the factual point that he was back active, right? What I'm saying is nobody was going, oh, Christian's going to be on AEW tonight? Oh, fuck, I must watch. I like Christian as much as the next guy does, but he's not somebody who's going to pull me from the television show. When CM Punk came on Rampage, guess how many Rampages I've watched in total? One. I watched one fucking Rampage because CM Punk was there.
That's
Or
because
maybe-
you're an AEW hater.
Yeah,
though.
you're not alone. You're not alone
No, I
on
just
only
have-
watching one Rampage.
I got Fridays, I got shit to do, right? Or maybe Dana Bryan, I think he came in on whatever. But I'm just saying, these are the names that made me tune in. Christian didn't make me go, I gotta watch TV now.
I'm just saying, Christian coming out of retirement.
No.
I'm not. There's been a spike, and it hasn't been able to sustain itself.
Okay.
It is the big thing, Brian, and maybe what Rob just said is what Tony would think. Hey, maybe we can sustain it if we put the belt on him.
I mean, it's not that's not wrong either. I feel like there's no wrong answer. Well, I mean, I guess there is a wrong answer, but I feel like these two options, you can go either way. I feel like.
Yeah, poor Orange Cassidy. And in all this discussion, we haven't even like thrown his name in there in any sense.
No.
Before we get to trivia, our final topic. I think Brian, you know a little more about this than Rob does. So if you would help paint the picture for Rob, the excerpts that have come out from Moxley's book. There was one where he was just talking about how, you know, backstage he hated the character. Nobody was listening to him. He was so frustrated. And he was telling Renee, like, countdown's on. I can't wait to get out. I can't wait to get out. I can't wait to get out. I believe that was around. It's an excerpt, but I believe that was probably during the whole Bane gimmick.
Yeah, he was saying like towards the end of his run, just like you can even just tell. Like I think it was the whole thing. Like I mean, he said it before, but the scripts. He just fucking hates having to be handed a script and trying to just put those words into like it's not his own emotions, his own feelings. Like, I know that's not kind of what you were saying about the excerpt, but that's sort of what he was alluding to.
And the big one that made Rob laugh was the whole "fuck Kevin Dunn" parody.
Did he say that? I didn't see that one.
I'll paraphrase a little bit, but he started talking about how he didn't like this and he didn't like that, and you know how one bad word from Kevin Dunn can really derail your career. He had seen it happen to other guys, and now he was feeling it felt like on him. And then he this is what killed me about this. Then he goes, but that's not what this book is about. So he's like, wait, no, fuck it. Kevin Dunn is a piece of shit kind of thing. And he goes, wait, no, that's not what this book is about. He's like, fuck Kevin Dunn. It's not what this book is about. Moving on, kind of like I'm paraphrasing, but it was very, very well
kind
put.
of a backhanded fuck.
Yeah.
You. I'm sorry. I mean, fuck you, but I'm sorry.
I don't want to talk about this, but I mean, he's a fucker, you know.
Yeah,
like,
right. Piece of shit he is.
But yeah, it was. I read it and I laughed.
No, there's definitely some good stuff coming out of it. It makes me want to
Read
potentially
again?
get it and buy it. I haven't bought one since like
A book.
I read Edge's book. Like way back.
Wait,
book?
you haven't bought any book, or haven't bought like a wrestler's
No,
biography?
a wrestling book. I think that's the last.
Bro, don't
the
worry
last
about
wrestling.
it. I've only read like one book in the last 10 years. It's cool. You know, nobody reads
No,
anymore.
I've read. I can't. What is the last book I've read? I think I read like a Buddhism book.
I wrote
I don't
I
think
read
I finished it.
Anonymous. Or-
What was it?
I read Warning by Anonymous. That was the one, the Trump staffer that fucking wrote the book anonymously about all the shit that was going on while he was president. Yeah, it was pretty intense.
Wait. Tell me some more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Like, wait. Like, what was one of the juicy tidbits from the book? Like, I just told you about fuck Kevin Dunn. Give me an example from the.
Yeah, give us an excerpt.
Yeah, give me one.
Oh, I'm not gonna do that right now.
You just read it. Give me one.
No, I just said I didn't just read it. I read it like 2 years ago.
What?
Yeah. It was somebody who was in his administration actively that wrote a book anonymously about the shit he was doing. And I don't remember anything because I'm of a feeble mind right now.
Yes,
That's
you are
juicy.
feeble.
Yeah. It's juicy.
So juicy.
So juicy. Okay, what's next? What's going on?
Next up would be trivia.
Trivia!
Do we have sound effects? Do you want to sing it?
Oh, yeah.
It's time.
And now it's time for a little marked out trivia.
All right. So tonight's theme is movies. And we're going to let Brian and Rob play together.
Okay, hold on. Keep down the rules. I'll be right back.
But Brian has to answer first.
Okay.
And what it's going to be is basically I will give you an actor's name.
Okay.
Like Mel Gibson.
Brian can't drink alone.
Okay. And
There
so
we go.
I would then
Boom.
give you 4 film titles.
Okay.
Like Braveheart, Lethal Weapon,
Michael.
Gladiator, and Signs. And you would have to tell me which of those 4 Mel Gibson didn't star or wasn't in. Which of those 4 films he wasn't in.
Oh no, he wasn't he wasn't in Michael. John Travolta was in Michael.
Michael wasn't on the list.
No, I know. I was just
What are you
thinking.
You don't just come with
By the way,
he wasn't in Rocky.
this was the example, and it didn't go well. So,
Okay, so you're gonna name them. You're gonna name the movies.
I'm gonna name the actor,
and then the movie,
and then I'm gonna give you 4 movie titles.
And we gotta pick which one's not in the movie.
Well, you have to go second. Brian goes first because I don't want him to just agree with you and piggyback all night.
Right.
And whether the outcome of this is accurate or not, Rob is the superior intellect when it comes to movies over Brian.
Well, I mean, most.
Well, most
Excuse
pop
you.
culture.
I mean, not
things.
AEW, right?
AEW.
Not
AEW.
professional
AEW. Yeah, not anything important.
I know WWE Studios movies.
Oh.
Well, you got me on that.
Okay, name me 3.
12 rounds, 12 rounds 2, and the Marine.
I thought he was gonna go 3.
I thought he was gonna go Marine 1, 2,
What was
Marine 3. See No Evil.
Yep.
And
See No Evil.
I thought that was Gene Hackman.
Stone Cold was
Gene Wilder.
condemned.
Gene Wilder.
That was See No Evil, Hear No Evil,
yeah.
you dingus.
Gene Wilder.
John Wilder.
John Wilder.
Oh wow.
Okay.
All right. So are we ready to play?
No, we've been ready.
Are we there?
Oh wow. What a dick, Rob. All right.
Right.
I'm saying I'm ready.
So first one, are you ready, Brian? Because I don't want to have to repeat
ready.
these.
It's not even funny.
So please pay attention. And board Lieutenants Juan and Stike and anybody else playing, enjoy as well. So here is our first one. It is Harrison Ford. Are you familiar with Harrison Ford, Brian?
Of course.
Okay. Here are the 4 film titles.
Nerve herder.
Okay.
Mosquito Coast, American Graffiti, Free Jack, or The Frisco Kid.
Jesus. Wow. I mean, wow. Not even one, like, gimme. Just all fucking.
I thought these are all good.
Wait, so what do I have to do? I have to tell you which
You
movie
have to
it's
tell me
fake?
which one he is not in.
Oh.
Mosquito Coast, American Graffiti, Free Jack, or The Frisco Kid.
I think 2 of those are Pornhub movies.
Right? Well, I'm gonna say American Graffiti.
American Graffiti for Brian.
I don't remember any of them.
Mosquito Boy.
I'm gonna say Free Jack.
Oh, Rob is on the board 1-0 with Free Jack.
Total guess in the win.
Free Jack was Emilio Estevez, Rene Russo, and Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger.
American Graffiti was an ensemble cast and actually predates Star Wars. Mosquito Coast was pretty much straight to
We
video.
don't need it all.
Wait, and the Frisco Kid, the reason I wanted to mention this,
Yeah.
he started with Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder.
Oh.
Gene Wilder was the Frisco Kid.
From
Our
See
next
No
one,
Evil.
Brian,
He was off the Marine.
you are losing 1-0.
God damn it. Already
Um,
down. All
Our
right.
next one is Bruce Willis.
Are
Okay.
these gonna be somewhat like recognizable?
Rocky, we're in trivia right now. Bruce Willis. I'm going to give you 4 titles. You tell me which one he was not in, and then Rob, you can either agree or give me your own.
Yeah, we got the rules.
A Fine Mess, Color of Night, In Country, or Striking Distance.
Jesus Christ, man.
Man, right?
I mean, so many good movies for Bruce Willis to put on there.
He was the star of the ones that he was in here.
Yeah, but these are like
Did you go to the fucking the Canadian indie film fucking festival?
right. Like, can't you throw like Die Hard in there?
All right,
Like,
You
Jackal?
need to rework
here
your
it
list.
is again. A Fine Mess, Color of Night, In Country, or Striking Distance.
Jesus Christ.
You're winning.
The color of night. The color of night.
All right, Color of Night for Brian.
Striking Distance.
Striking Distance. Both of you are wrong. The correct answer was A Fine Mess. That was Howie Mandel and Ted
That's
Danson.
what I meant to say. Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Danny DeVito, the great Frank Reynolds.
All right. Yeah.
Here we
He's
go.
also in,
Okay, are you gonna do like Broadway plays or anything?
No, there's not TV shows. There's not Broadway. These are movies only.
Well,
Cuckoo's Nest, Payback, Hercules, or Tin Men. Do it again. This is Danny DeVito. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Payback, Hercules, or Tin Men. Brian, you're on the clock.
Hercules. The fucking like the Greek shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the
remember the
movie,
Hercules movies?
movie Hercules is about the.
Well, no, like for some reason I'm thinking Hercules like the dog, but Hercules the dog is from Sandlot, and he never had a spin-off.
You were the only person in the world who thinks of the dog from Sandlot when you hear Hercules.
Yeah, I think of the Beast if I'm thinking about
Oh,
the dog
Beast.
from Sandlot. His name was Hercules.
Oh,
Man, I
it was
think of the-
Hercules. Though,
I think of
right?
the clumps
Yeah.
immediately.
Hercules, Hercules, Hercules.
Hercules.
I'm still waiting for your answer.
Hercules.
Okay, Hercules is for
Hercules.
Brian.
What was it?
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Payback, Hercules, or Tin Men.
I'm thinking Tin Men is the movie with John Cusack and Billy Bob Thornton as air traffic controllers. So I'm going to go with that one.
Ooh, you're close. That was called Tin something. But no, Tin Men was a movie with him and Joe Piscopo, I believe. Hercules is the Disney movie he was in. Payback is a Mel Gibson movie. He was not in it.
Oh, I thought he was like the friend.
No. Mel
Oh, wait,
Gibson
no, wasn't
didn't
he
have
the
any
friend in
friends.
Lethal Weapon?
What?
Was he the friend in Lethal Weapon? Who was like the buddy in Lethal Weapon?
That's Joe Pesci.
Yeah,
Joe
it's like,
Pesci.
yeah, it's like I didn't know he was going Disney Hercules. I was thinking Schwarzenegger, but but that's Conan, isn't it? No, did he do Hercules too?
The Rock did Hercules.
No, that shit. Whatever the fuck that was.
It was Hercules.
No, I know it was horrible.
All right, Bill Murray's up next, guys.
It was Hercules something.
Bill Murray. Rocky, I'm expecting you to answer here, buddy. What's going on the board there?
Because your fucking examples are shit.
Bill Murray, here we go. You ready?
I guess.
Razor's Edge, Wild Things, Foul Play, and Nothing Lasts Forever.
Wild Things.
No, are you crazy? He was the fucking cop and the private investigator or whatever.
No, isn't that the one with Denise Richards where she shows her?
Yeah, he was in that.
Yes, he's absolutely.
He's fucking Conan.
He's a big part of the.
100% in it. I have beat
Yeah,
off
so
to that
you're
movie.
you're already wrong.
I have spanked banked to that movie so many times.
Denise Richards and Nev Campbell.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, see, I know that. Come
Yes.
on, I should get
Bill-
points
no,
for
Bill
like, I
Murray's
should get,
in
like
that.
half
Bill
point.
Bill Murray is
in
like
that.
the fourth character behind
What-
the
okay,
threesome.
Give me one more time, real quick.
They are Razor's Edge, Wild Things, Foul Play, and Nothing Lasts Forever.
Those are horrible. Those are horrible. those are horrible examples.
You knew Wild Things.
No, because you're not giving
What do
any
you
of the.
want? You want softball?
He's not
bro?
giving any of the fun. No, some of the fun movies. None. I haven't heard one fun movie out of every fucking movie selection you've given. Not one fun fucking movie. I mean, Bill Murray. You could have said Caddyshack. You could have said so many fucking movies. You
Yeah,
could've-
but I got 4. I'm not going to give you easy ones.
They-
no, but you
all
didn't
sound
give
fake to
any
me, to be honest.
recognizable movies on any of your examples. Do you understand how shitty you are at these examples?
These are
Dude,
good.
this
You're
is
not
a skill
good.
level fucking 10.
All right,
It's just
so
a film
Brian already
bullshit.
got it wrong. Are you?
My answer is fuck your examples.
All right, Rob has also got
That
it
doesn't
wrong.
sound
Board. Rocky has it right. It was foul play.
Who fucking saw that?
Foul play is Neil Simon. Come on, man.
Nobody fucking saw Neil Simon fucking foul play
Neil
movie.
Diamond.
I love foul
I mean,
play.
out of all the diehards you could put in, I mean,
Diehards. We're talking about Bill Murray.
Oh, sorry, yeah. The same thing with fucking Bruce Willis.
All right.
All the fucking
This will make you feel better.
Hudson fucking Hawk.
This will make you feel better. We got
God, you
Adam
suck
Sandler next.
You suck at this.
We got Adam Sandler next.
You should not have gone to IMDb. You suck at this.
Adam Sandler. Here we go. We got Going
right, here we go.
Overboard,
Okay.
Private Resort, Shakes the Clown, or Mixed Nuts.
Again, what the fuck?
I
What
actually
in the
saw,
fuck?
I
Your
saw Mixed
selections
Nuts
are
in
horrible.
theaters.
Brian, have you seen any of these?
I saw Mixed Nuts in the theater actually.
Okay.
Theater.
And I actually own Overboard on DVD. I've never opened it. But I do know who stars in that. So can you tell me what the other two were?
It's Going Overboard, Private Resort, Shakes the Clown, and Mixed Nuts.
Private that one.
Private
Was it
Resort,
Private Resort. Yeah.
Rob.
Shakes the clown.
Oh, Rob is the loser this round. It is Private Resort. That is a Johnny Depp film early in his
These
career.
are horrible. I'm so disappointed with you.
And
is
yes,
fun.
like foul play and
No
Goldie
one would
Hawn.
watch-
That's how I
if
know.
this was your game show on TV.
Hey, dude, they got the board
I
likes
do
it.
too. Those
If this was
movies.
your game show on TV, no one would watch it.
All
I feel
right.
like Rob just doesn't know movies all that well.
I know, apparently not.
Not the shit like this.
Arnold
Right?
Schwarzenegger's up next.
Oh God,
Yeah.
I can't wait for this.
Yeah.
Ready,
There's all the
Brian?
shit he did in Austria.
Ready, Brian?
Tell me the question.
It's the Austrian movie.
All right,
festival.
Brian. Red
Yeah.
Sonja, Last Stand, Raw Deal, or Retroactive?
What, did you pick the worst movies of their careers?
Wait.
I mean, are you fucking kidding me?
I did not think the worst.
Wait, hold on, Brian. Hold on. I gave you, when we were talking about this, I gave you 3 awesome movie examples that could stump Brian and still be fun. Like, I said, okay, Brian, shut your mouth for a minute. He said, what about Schwarzenegger? I'm like, or he said, what about Stallone? I'm like, you're right. We could do like, Cobra and
Don't shoot
Commando
for my
and
grandma.
fucking, some the fun
Copland.
fucking movies that people cared about. Not this fucking half porn indie fest shit you're doing. I mean, oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm so
It won an
disappointed.
award at Sundance Festival. in fucking
Did you
1997.
decide yet,
Oh,
Brian?
it's so horrible.
Red
I don't
Sonja,
remember-
Last
Schwarzenegger,
Stand,
okay.
Raw Deal, or Retroactive?
What was the first choice?
Red Sonja, Last Stand, Raw Deal, Retroactive.
Red Sonja.
Yeah, Red Sonja.
Red Sonja is part of the Conan trilogy, you idiot.
I know that. No, I knew it.
That was the toss-up. Retroactive is the answer. You're both tied at 1.
A fucking toss-up of what, a bowling ball?
Hey, Brian, here you go.
What?
This one's good. It's Travolta.
Oh, he was in the star. He was starred of the movie Michael.
And Michael's on my list like you knew. So you've already eliminated 1 here.
Well,
All
there's
right, there
one
we go.
movie that people know.
So my 4 are Christine, Two of a Kind, Michael, and Excerpts or Experts. I can't read my own writing.
Nobody watch Experts.
Christine, Two of a Kind, Michael, or Experts?
Two of a kind.
Two of a Kind.
Christine.
Rob gets the win there.
What
Two of a
was
Kind
Christine?
is with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Christine's a killer car.
The Killer Car,
Yeah.
Stephen King.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew that. I knew that Christine was the
he's
killer
got-
car
He's
too.
got the kid in that is the son in Back to School.
Yeah, that's the only movie I've seen him in other
Yeah.
than Back to School.
Looks like he's like maybe did a little bit of heroin before the shoot.
Yeah, he's in love
Oh.
with the car. He got caught with it in a gas
You
cap.
fucking, I'm a melon. Come here, car.
All right, maybe this will
Man.
help. This is Robert De
I
Niro.
had that one.
Oh God.
Who?
Robert
Pauly
De
Shore?
Niro.
He'll choose all the things.
Oh,
we've
De
never
Niro.
heard.
Okay.
All the great body of work.
Rocky, Juan, and Stike all got the last one.
We all got the last one. The catalog. The catalog of Robert De Niro has so many great ones, and he's gonna pick all the shittiest ones.
All right, you ready?
No.
Brian, you're up first again.
Fuck you, Juan.
Mean
Ronan.
Streets, King
Okay.
of Comedy, New York, New York, or The Godfather? Robert De Niro, Mean Streets, King of Comedy, New York, New York, or Godfather?
King of Comedy.
King of Comedy.
Godfather.
Godfather for Rob is correct. Why, Rob?
Because he wasn't in it.
Well, he wasn't. He was not around until part 2.
Right. He wasn't in the first.
Oh
one, he was
yeah,
part
okay.
two,
So he
yeah.
was in Godfather. I
No,
never
you-
saw it.
I said Godfather.
Don't you ever fucking equate Godfather to Godfather 2.
Different movies.
Different movies.
Only commonality is they both won Best Picture.
Yeah.
No, I heard Godfather 3 is the one that you don't compare the other two.
Well, you don't compare.
Right,
it.
isn't-
You don't
isn't
compare.
the third
Yeah,
one
we don't
just
even
like
talk
that?
about 3.
Yeah,
I
right,
didn't
yeah.
hate 3.
Yeah, it's like Beverly Hills Cop 3. It's good, but
I mean, it's
That
good
one
the
had
first time
bounty
you
in it,
watch it.
didn't
You're
it?
like, okay, it wraps it,
yeah,
but it's not. I'm not watching it on
it's
repeat.
it's no.
Sunday morning, if I'm sitting there, I'm not putting on TBS. Oh, Godfather.
No.
All right, Al Pacino's up next, and Rob is up 3-1.
Hoo-wah, hoo-wah.
Rocky and Stike both got Godfather as well. So Al Pacino here. We have Cruising, Goodfellas, Dick Tracy, and Sea of Love.
Oh, easy. Goodfellas.
Yeah, Goodfellas.
Yeah. See, they're
All right.
not all hard.
That was a good one. That was a good. Well, that's only because I know Goodfellas.
Oh yeah, you're from that.
Karen, where the drugs, Karen?
Oh, you funny how? How am I funny?
Yeah.
Like a
How am I
clown, I
funny
make
like
you
a
laugh.
clown?
All right, Jack Nicholson's up next.
Oh, my man.
Ah.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, Jackie. Little Shop of Horrors,
Yeah, Jackie.
Untouchables, 2 Jakes, and 5 Easy Pieces.
You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. We use words like honor.
Yeah, I didn't pick those. Brian, you want me to read them again?
Please.
You're goddamn right, I did.
Little Shop of Horrors, Untouchables, 2 Jakes, and 5 Easy Pieces.
I'm gonna say Little Shop of Horrors because isn't that a fucking like musical type of movie?
Rob?
Babu, boo, little shop of horrors. Yeah, that's my
Right?
pick.
Feed me now, Seymour.
He was in the original Little Shop of Horrors before the musical version. So
Oh, you fucking cock.
Rocky
Wait,
got
but
it
that-
right. He was not in the Untouchables. That's Kevin Costner and Sean Connery.
I was so
Wait, but
locked
he
on
was
Little
in the
Shop.
movie. He was in
There
the
was-
musical
There
Little
was
Shop
a-
of Horrors.
Well, look, it is a musical. But the one done in the
Sorry, Juan got me on the board. He said Beverly Hills Cop 3 is like the All Elite Hour. It should never have been produced.
Oh wow, what a fucking burn!
And 2 Jakes is Jack Nicholson. It's the sequel to Chinatown, which is one of my favorite movies.
yeah, Little Shop of Horrors. That's a dick move.
It is, wasn't it?
Yeah,
wasn't it?
Yeah.
You be a dentist. He's Steve Martin's character.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah, he's the asshole that gets eaten.
I wish I could do a Jack
Seymour,
Nicholson.
Seymour. I don't even know.
All
what-
right.
How does
Chevy
it go?
Chase is up
Feed me.
next.
Oh, mama.
Rob is up
Who?
4-2. Chevy Chase.
Oh God, I don't like him for some reason.
Cool.
you're lame.
Tunnel Vision, Under the Rainbow,
Whoop de fucking do.
Foul Play, or Stripes. Brian.
Stripes.
Rob.
Oh, yeah, Stripes.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. Even
That's
I,
the fact, Jack.
That's
even
a
I know.
fact,
I
Jack.
never even saw Stripes.
All right. Eddie Murphy. Showtime, Best Defense, Silver Streak, or Metro.
The fuck, man.
I didn't pick Pluto Nash.
Yeah, I would have option.
What about Bowfinger?
No, I knew you knew Bowfinger, Brian.
Oh,
That's like your favorite movie.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a totally you movie.
Yeah.
Chubby Rain.
He loves him some Bowfinger. He probably watched it with Norbit.
I should watch it right
I
now.
love Norbit.
I think Norbit is the unofficial third part of the trilogy with the clumps.
Yeah. Look, I want to put myself out there. I am the one that likes Pluto Nash. That's I love Pluto
He's
Nash.
one of the 3 people in the world.
Dude, Rosario Dawson made her debut. Oh, smoking.
Oh yeah, let us know. Brian, any day now.
I don't remember what are we who are we talking about now?
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. I don't remember the fucking weird movie.
Showtime, Best Defense, Silver Streak, or Metro.
Best defense.
Rob.
Silver Streak.
Silver Streak is Richard Pryor and Gene Wilder, Brian.
I thought Silver Streak was
Richard
Martin
Pryor
Lawrence.
and Gene Wilder.
No, I thought that was. Oh no, that's Blue Streak.
Yeah, that's Jamie Lee Curtis.
No.
Oh no, that's Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
All right, Steve Martin is up next. You ready?
This should be fun.
All of Me, Shop Girl, Kentucky Fried Movie, or Pennies from Heaven.
God, so many good options. So many good options.
Kentucky Fried Movie.
Rob.
What are they again?
All of Me, Shop Girl, Kentucky Fried Movie, or Pennies from Heaven.
I mean, so many good options. You could have done Man with Two Brains. Would have been fantastic. He would have known that. He would have known Man with Two Brains.
Yes, I would have. Yes, I do.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I do.
Duke
of oil. No, oil. You gotta say oil.
The Jerk.
The Jerk is great.
Only thing I
Or
want
Rocky
Father
says
of the
shot,
Bride.
shop
Father of the
girl.
Bride Part
Slam.
2.
and this dog. I'm gonna say Shop Girl.
Okay, you are wrong.
Okay, I was gonna say the other one.
So, Kentucky Fried Movie is before Airplane and Naked Gun. That's the same
So I'm
guys.
right.
Never saw that.
Kentucky Fried Movie is underrated. Shop
So I'm
Girl.
right?
I had free passes to the movie, but I had to work, and my dad and my wife went to go see Shop Girl, and apparently it's about an old man who is,
Does shots?
is in love with a younger woman inappropriately.
Your
and makes
dad
her
and your wife?
uncomfortable. And they went and saw the movie together. My wife's like, that was the worst movie. We thought it was a comedy because they both like Steve Martin, and it was not.
You have to make sure with Steve Martin nowadays. You have to really make sure.
He's
All
in
right,
that
we
new
got
show that's
2 to
pretty
go.
good.
We got Tom Hanks.
What'd you say, Brian?
He's in that new show, that murder show. It's supposed to be pretty good.
It's so good. It's called Only Murders in the Building.
Yeah.
It's so fucking good. Yeah.
All right. Last 2, guys. And
All right.
Brian, you are down by 1 now.
Oh, I need this one.
This is Tom Hanks.
Oh, God.
Volunteers, Neighbors, Nothing in Common, and The Man with One Red Shoe.
Oh, man.
Volunteers, Neighbors, Nothing in Common, The Man with One Red Shoe.
Nothing in Common.
Robert.
So, One Red Shoe was Bill Murray. I'm going to go One Red Shoe.
And what did you say, Brian? Nothing in Common?
No, I'm gonna say One Red Shoe.
Okay. You're both wrong. One Red Shoe was with
I
Dabney
said-
Coleman.
What was it?
One Red Shoe is Tom Hanks and Dabney Coleman. Nothing in Common was Tom Hanks and Jackie Gleason. Neighbors was Dan Aykroyd film, so with John Belushi. So that was the one.
What's
that
the
you
one
should-
I'm
Oh, what am
thinking
I
about?
thinking of? I'm
It-
thinking of
Burbs.
what's the
No,
other
no, I know
neighborhood
the Burbs.
movie?
What's the one I'm thinking about? The One
The
Red Shoe one?
Burbs. The Burbs.
I don't know.
No.
The Man
Oh,
with
was
One
that-
Red
was,
Shoe.
Was
is-
that him? The way they did he thought he was part of a game or something the whole time, but he was actually doing real spy shit.
It was similar. It was like an Inspector Gadget, Pink Panther type of
was that Tom Hanks?
Yes. And Dabney Coleman was the other guy that was there. All right.
Yeah, it was Dabney Coleman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last one is going to be Mr. Sean Connery. Oh, I wasn't thinking about that Neighbors with Zac Efron and Seth Rogen. I was thinking about the original one with Dan Aykroyd and Belushi.
Yeah, Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
Sean Connery, here's
Sean
the 4
Connery.
films, Mr.
Shush.
Brian.
Sean Connery.
Never Say Never Again,
Brian. Something.
Presidio,
Well, to what
Topaz, First Night.
Wow. All the options. All the fantastic options of his catalog.
Yeah, he had like 87 films.
Can you repeat number
You
2
could
and
have
number
done
3?
something more recognizable.
Never Say Never Again, Presidio, Topaz, and First Night.
Topaz.
2 of these are all three of these are recognizable.
No,
Yes,
they're not.
they are.
Topaz.
Your list sucks tonight.
Are you going to tell me the answer?
Topaz
not
is
First
the
Night. That's-
Canadian vehicle starring Richard Gere. I believe it's actually it's an Ice Capades.
Yeah,
Believe it or
Presidio.
not.
Okay. Presidio is one of the earliest Meg Ryan films. It's him and Mark Harmon.
This has not been fun because they've been
Never Say Never Again is a Bond film.
No.
Yeah, I knew that.
And First Night was with Richard Gere. Topaz is a Hitchcock film. It wasn't him.
So I'm
Topaz
right.
is your answer.
So we're tied.
Yes, you are.
So we're just ending in a tie. That's bullshit.
Well, Rob hates the game, so I was just going to award you the winner.
Oh.
No, he doesn't have
All
any
right.
more questions. His other
Yeah.
sheet's blank. He's just bullshit.
I don't have any more
I'm
questions.
just saying, we were, this is a game to try to have fun, and you're like bringing up all these random movies.
What do you
that
think
you
I
have
should
to-
I should serve up softball after softball?
No, I'm not saying softball, but goddamn, you can have at least
Leonardo DiCaprio, Brian, Titanic, Wolf of Wall Street, Django Unchained, or Wizard of Oz. Pick which
Could've said,
one.
What's it eating Gilbert Grape?
that's a horrible example of what I'm trying to say here. You could have done two fairly recognizable ones, and then had a tough one, and then a.
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm the one who's been doing trivia for fucking 20 years
Dude,
successfully.
Sykes
Sorry if
with
I don't-
you. He says those are some sucky movie choices, Adam.
Yeah.
Rocky, what do you think? You're another
Again,
trivia
Let
guy.
me finish this sentence you just interrupted me
Oh,
on.
sorry, Rob. 20 years. Go.
Yeah, let me finish my sentence. I have been hosting successfully trivia shows for fucking 20 years, which deal not only in content but in the psychology of questions. And I'm telling you that you're a suck. I'm an expert.
100% Rob is an expert. I don't think mine suck.
They did. Your choice.
I liked it. I thought it was fun. It was
The-
very hard. I
the
gotta
cat-
say, even
well,
for
that's
me
what
that
I'm
has
saying.
seen about.
Oh, Stike said you could have
movies.
given at least one well-known. Rob wanted me to give two well-known.
I'm,
The problem is coming up with a one that you don't know.
no.
It's too easy. Like I know
You
I
were
was
writing-
joking with the Wizard of
You
Oz,
were writing for your audience. You're writing for Brian, and you were trying to stump Brian.
and I was trying to stump you. I didn't want you to just walk all over him.
Yeah, well, it doesn't take much to stump me.
I don't know. You tied Rob, who's supposedly the movie buff.
True.
Yeah, but
That
I
is
can't look at
true.
him and go, "Oh my God, Brian, you didn't know movie A, B, C, and D." I got to sit here and go, "Oh my God, who knows A, B, C, and D?"
Hey, at least we had the Return of the Angry Elf. There was something that was worth something.
Oh, fuck Juan and you and your little fucking team and that shit.
Dude, Stike's on your side. I read his comment last.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're sucky.
They were sucky.
Okay.
Rocky says, I would say if you had 20 to 30 second timer on screen and had Brian name 4 to 6 movies per famous actor. Ooh. We give him an actor and he just has to name any movies they were in.
Yeah, we could do that with you, but we wouldn't know any of your answers.
Oh, yeah. You'd
true.
have to take 10 minutes to fact check me.
Yeah, that might not be a good movie either, because he'll just make shit up.
Yeah, Brian will start listing
Name Bill Murray,
porns.
Bill Murray movies. A guy who went
Yeah.
under the bridge.
Debbie
What?
Does
It's a
Dallas.
movie.
Debbie
Look it
Does
up.
Dallas.
The
too.
man with the big elephant. Rocky, you need to come on here and call in and do trivia or something. Next week, Rob is hosting trivia, and we will have a special guest in studio to play alongside me and Brian.
Yeah.
Will we?
Yes, we're gonna have a guest.
Yeah,
Who's that?
Yeah.
the big Jew himself,
Who's the big
The
Jew
number
himself?
one Jew, man. The number one Jew, Brian.
number one Jew.
The Jew.
Number one, Jody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's only one top Jew,
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
and he will be
Oh.
here to give worse answers than possibly Brian or I
Oh.
could ever give.
or just as bad. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But Rob is an expert at trivia, so the game should be fun. And I don't mean
And
that with
he's an expert
sarcasm, even though I said it that way.
tied.
Yeah.
He's not that good.
Dude, I'm sorry. I love you as a person, but your game sucked. Your concept
Wow.
was great. Your
Brian-
execution was much to be desired.
Brian and I will be back Wednesday without Rob, so it might be fun. And yes, Stike says Foul Play with Goldie Hawn, underrated movie. Yes, it's a Neil Simon, Chevy Chase, and Goldie Hawn. It's one of the
Oh.
3 movies they started together.
And I will say that, Brian, you said earlier
Mm.
the Overboard. I don't think you were talking about the movie you think you were talking
Yeah,
about.
no, he was talking about Going Overboard.
No, I definitely no. I had it's an Adam Sandler one. I had
Yeah.
the DVD.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what Adam
He just said
Sandler's
Overboard.
character's name is
No,
in
yeah,
the
I
movie?
know I said it wrong when I was answering, but
The character name is Shecky Moskowitz.
Cool.
Talk about, I mean, that's Jewier than Adam Bomb. Let's have the All Elite guys just for a laugh. Oh, he wants them to play trivia at one time. That'd be fun.
Sure. I know. MJ's free on Wednesdays.
All right. Well, let's get it. Let's get him on Wednesday's
Is
show.
there going to be enough room for him with Brian's head?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
That is true.
Cradle
My
the
head is
balls.
giant. I have a giant head.
You poke his
Yeah.
eye.
Right in the nose.
I want to poke his eye.
Rub it. I'm getting off the plaque. I'm getting off the plaque.
No.
Wow.
Poke it in.
Going overboard, Stike. Don't be like Rob and mistake it. Going overboard, not overboard.
Yeah.
And there was a remake of Overboard with Anna Faris.
He's wearing like swimmies on the front of the cover.
Yes.
Right?
No, I understand.
Water, those are called water wings.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, they're called water wings. But in some
They're not
worlds, they're
swimmies?
called floaties.
Why aren't they swimmies?
All right.
Floaties.
Swimmies when I was a kid.
Anyway,
They're called floaties.
let's end this fucking thing. So
Okay,
thanks
cool.
for tuning in. We'll be back Wednesday, me and Brian, to discuss AEW Dynamite. And they're nearing go home show status before we get to Full Gear. So we'll talk about that. But until then, tune in next time to Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. Same smart time, same smart channel.
Bing bong.
Oh, catch you on the flip side.
Marked Out Podcast is produced and edited by You Record Studios and is recorded live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Subscribe, follow, and listen to us live following WWE programming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Download the podcast by following us at podbean.com or subscribe on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. While you're there, go ahead and give us an honest and fair review and rating. Finally, if you have enjoyed our product and would like to see us grow, please donate to us by visiting the donation link below our live video, or you can donate via Venmo and Cash App at the handle Ravepro. That's RAVEPRO.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.